What up, nerds? Kind of ironic, honestly. Gonna be doing a look, first impressions of one of the rest of my Ultraglide skates. So I've looked at these other Ultraglide skates. I've looked at the Ultra Control, Ultra Brake, Racing Sports 2, the ice skates, and then the regular replacement mouse feet skates. And so I've looked at those, but I still have three more to go through. Three more to go through. At first, there's actually two Ultra Brake skates, and I thought that was a mistake on their part, but apparently I looked it up. They actually are slightly different. They just don't have any differentiators, like it doesn't say, but there's supposed to be one's supposed to be like a matte, one's supposed to be like a glossy coating. I don't know. I just saw something, they were different. So yeah, apparently that's something different. Anyways, I'm gonna be taking a look at one of these. I'm gonna choose one of these at random. I only have 3 at this point, so it's really not much to say, but I guess I'll just pick one. Do I want to pick one random? Actually, let me see. Do I want to pick one random, or do I want to actually pick one? Ultra Speed? I just realized that doesn't say silencer. This is silencer. Oh. Okay. I'm guessing that's supposed to say silencer. And then Ultra Brake. Fuck it. I'll choose one at random. I don't know which one I want. Alright. So, I'm closing my eyes, believe it or not. I don't know, up to you. We're gonna pick this one. Ultra Silencer. There we go. Look at that. Alright. This skate must be, not must be, but it better be fucking Ultra Science. Whatever that means. Okay, I wonder if these have the foam layer. Oh, I think they do. I mean, actually, it looks really thin, but I think they do have the layer SMPF foam layering, so that's kind of cool. Usually I haven't noticed that much of a big difference between having those and not, but yeah, I think that is a layer of SMPF foam layering, so that's really interesting how Ultraglide so far from what I've seen have really different skates. Like, they seem to actually not be completely not bullcrap, like, because I bought mine off AliExpress, and I kind of figured they'd be kind of like clones or something, but all of their skates so far have been pretty different, or at least different enough where it's like, oh, actually, you know, this is, yeah. So, I don't think any of their other skates have SMPF foam layering, so this might be one of the differentiators for this one. Anyways, here it is. As I mentioned in all the other videos, if you guys have seen those, they do have this layer of plastic on them, which is a little annoying, but nothing deal breaker, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't really like them because they like, look at all this, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, this just, unless you know what I mean, whatever. I already ranted, I already said that like multiple times in my other ones. But yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at these. So yeah, it's not a deal breaker, but it's just kind of annoying. Alright, here they are. That layer of SMPF foam layering. It's not exactly even, but it's close enough. That kind of bothers me, I'm not gonna lie, but this should do just for testing. So, okay, never mind. That kind of bothers me. Hold on, let me make sure this is good. Let me make sure this is good. At least as good as it can be. Oh, that bothers me, but I also don't want to pull it up and take it out that much. Oh, this is so stupid. What am I doing? Okay. Sure. He's mostly fine, just need to be pushed that way a little bit. This is so dumb. Alright, there we go. You went close enough, that's like ever so high, but you know, this doesn't bother me anymore. Alright, here we go. So I'll be trying it first on the Techai Singularity pad, and then I'll try it on some other ones like the Guardian and the Wraith control pad. So let's see how it is. There's so much dust. There's so much dust. Let's see how it is. I can see why they say they're so silent, but I'll be completely honest, all the other ones have been so silent too. Like, I don't even know if this is quieter. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's silent, like, you guys probably can't hear it very much, but don't get me wrong, the other skates are kind of like that too. The loudest skates of the Ultraglide variants I've seen so far has been the Ultra Control skates, which is just the Obsidian variants, but even then they were pretty quiet. You can't really see it because they're hiding, but they're red, they're just like Obsidians. So, I don't know how to feel about these. At the very least, these are still good skates. You know, I still feel like they're quite speedy and whatnot. So these remind me of basically just Silver Foxes, I mean, which are very comparable to Jades, but they have that layer of SMPF foam layering. Like I said, I don't really notice it. I'm pretty sure the volume really isn't a thing to be concerned about. I don't know, maybe on different glass pads, maybe on different things it matters. Let me try it on my desk mat, and then I'll try it on the other glass pads. So let me move this out of the way. Alright, desk mat. It sounds louder. Or is it because I have, oh, look what I tell you, there's this piece of plastic. Oh my god. Okay. That's why it was loud. Okay, okay, that's good. That was Jesus. Okay. Feel on my desk mat. This is a very controlled desk mat, so pretty low static friction, or at least for what this is, the desk mat. I kind of like it. Dynamic feels a little bit on the faster side. Yeah, a little bit on the faster side. Not extremely quickly, but on the faster side. It feels pleasant overall. Alright, let's try the other glass pads I got. Let's try the Guardian, the fastest one. Kind of get a feel for that. Ooh. Ooh, these are quick. Ooh. Ooh. These are nice. These are really nice, actually. Very minimal tugging. Look at this. Where this? Get out of here. Yeah, light tugging. Dynamic friction, pretty low. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much just the silver. I mean, maybe I need to test them side by side, but from my experience, the Racing Sport 2s, the Jades, and the Silver Foxes all feel extremely similar to me. Like close enough where I can't even find them. They're all close enough where I just don't know if they're any faster. Okay, they're somewhere. They're somewhere, but I can't really tell. Like, one thing I can say is these do feel smoother though. Like even than the Silver Foxes, they feel smoother and they make less noise. So that's something actually really interesting compared to those. I don't know how they do that, but that's cool. But in terms of speed, I don't really know. Like, I don't really know if they're faster or slower, because they're at such a point where it's like so close to each other that I have to do side by side. It's kind of like, you know, comparing the Guardian versus the Warhawk SB4. So yeah, if I had to guess, let's see where my guess would be though. Ah, this is so tough. Okay, I'd say they're about the same speed, but these are smoother and quieter. That's kind of what my feel is. I don't know whether that's true or not. Like I said, I need to do side by side, but just judging based off like my experience with Jades and Silver Foxes, being my kind of my main skates anyways, I'm kind of using this one. It does feel like these are basically the same, but more smooth. So it has a different feel, but maybe that means maybe they are faster. I don't really know. Like I said, I have to do side by side. So these actually so far are probably one of my favorite ones. Just because I've always liked really speed skates, so these as well as the Racing Sport 2 skates have been pretty good. Maybe I'll do side by side because these seemingly seem to be very similar, and also trying to find the fastest skate would be kind of cool. These are really nice though. I do like them. They're quiet. They're pretty quiet, and they're smooth. I mean, they're quick. So it's like the perfect of all worlds so far. All right, let's try the Wraith Cosmic Glass. Here's the Wraith Cosmic Glass V2 Evil Edition. Control pad. Control glass pad, I mean. Yeah, very smooth. And it does make this pad a lot faster. It's kind of nice. It has its own different surface and it feels different on it, it's kind of nice though. Okay. Dynamic friction. It's slowed down a little bit, not as much as, not super much though. In terms of static, yeah, it makes this feel like the Obsidians, like the Obsidians or the Ultra Control skates, a little bit more, you know, like muted, but they're still pretty quick, you know. You can still easily mess up if you're clicking and you're not controlled. You know, it's still really fast because this one is a speed skate. Second, it's still on a glass pad. All glass pads are relatively fast compared to fabric pads and whatnot. So yeah, and like I said, really smooth and silent, pretty quiet. But I'm pretty sure all of them are pretty quiet, but this might be the quietest one yet. Like I said, I'd have to do side by side because I don't particularly remember. I don't remember my brain like, oh, how silent it was. I just remember that they were all pretty quiet, like to the point where it was like really nice actually. So one thing I found with all these is they're super quiet, but with these ones in particular, the Ultrasliencер skates these are very nice. These remind me of Silver Foxes in the same way that how Silver Foxes remind me of are very similar to X-Ray Pad Jades. These just feel like another variant, except super smooth and quiet. So this genuinely has the potential of becoming my favorite skate, actually. I didn't even really think about that, but there you go. Wow, look at that. It's really good though, actually. I guess I'm just not showing so much energy because I've done like, I just did like 2 other of these videos. I'm not gonna lie, because yeah. But like, it's really nice. This might be my main skate from now on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna have to give them a go. Maybe I'll compare side by side with the Jades and Tiger Ices. Maybe not Tiger Ices, but Jades, Silver Foxes, and the Racing Sport 2s. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to leave down in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see that. But other than that, I think that's it. These are really nice though. I do like these for speed. They're really nice, and like I said, they're very quiet. These are great. Yeah. All right. The skates are great, honestly. So yeah, like I said, if you want to see a full review, you want to see comparisons, feel free to like and sub. Totally up to you whether you do or not. Leave in the comments below too. If you have any questions at all, I just said that. Feel free to leave them down in the comments below if you have any questions. Other than that, I think that's gonna be my video. So these are the Ultrasliencер Mouse Skates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.